Hey folks, Roger Bain from Bain Custom Woodworking. Today we're going to continue our series on installing the items from the company Hose Joy out in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to install what they call their ball valve. I would call it a blast gate. Same thing, different semantics. It does the same job. But I'm going to install it in an area where I have a flex hose that hooks up to all of my portable tools. Let's turn the camera around and we'll look at what I'm doing, what I have set up now, and I'll show you how I'm changing it. Okay, so this is the area that we're going to change right now. So if you look at it really close, there is that red blast gate on there. Now that's a woodpecker blast gate. I like the woodpecker blast gates, don't get me wrong. The only reason I'm changing is it gives me an opportunity to try something new. So we're going to promote another small business in this industry. So I am going to replace that red valve with the Hose Joy ball valve, and then where you see it's connecting to the Craig or the Dust Right connector here, the blue one, I'm going to change that around a little bit at the end of the hose. I'm not going to change this. That's going to stay, but I'm going to change what connects to this connector here, and I'll show you why I'm doing that during the process. But the whole point is I don't want to lose this hose, because this hose here allows me to connect to all of my mobile devices that I wheel around my shop. So let's go ahead and get this started, and I'm going to take all this apart and then I'll show you how I'm connecting the Hose Joy ball valve. Okay, so what I want to do here is these two pipes make up the full pipe that's extending from the ceiling down to my bench, where I have my flex hose that I can run to my portable machines. What I want to do is put a blast gate in the middle of that. And the reason being is I can close that off and redirect the pressure going to the other side of my shop, where my table saw and my chop saw both are located. So first thing I got to do is we're going to clean the pipe, both ends, with mineral spirits, because I want a good clean seal. And if you saw the earlier video of me attaching to my dust processor itself, I actually used a caulk gun and a tube of silicone. Well, I want to try something different. I purchased some silicone tape from Amazon. I want to see if it works. If it does, it's going to be a whole lot less messy than using the caulk gun, because that stuff can be nasty when it gets on your hands. So let's see if this actually works. So let's clean off the ends, and I'm going to use this end because it seems to be a little cleaner. I just want them clean so that when I put my tape on there, they're clean. Okay. Same thing with this end. And I know these are square because I cut them off with my chop saw. So let's let those dry for just a moment. I'll get a rag and dry them off as well. All right, so everything's nice and dry, everything's nice and clean. Now comes the fun part, because I've never used this tape before. Look at that. Okay, so a little bit of a struggle. A little bit of a struggle to get that tape to seal on there, but that baby is tight. That is not coming off. So let's get the other side put in, because we gotta still do this side, and then we'll get it attached to the pipe. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we got it on there. And actually this one, the top one, was easier to put on because I could see it as I pushed down, and I made sure it was stable. But less messy, and that is quite a tight fit. Now, I will also put black tape on here because I'm an overkill type of guy, duct tape. So I'm going to do that as well. But let me show you what I used. I used silicone tape from X-Fasten. I bought it, purchased it on Amazon. Less messy. I like the way this works. We'll see, we'll use that going forward. So you can use either one. Either use the tube silicone, or I'm liking this black silicone tape right now. So let's get the rest of this put together, and I'll show you how I'm attaching it to my flex hose down on the floor. Okay, so that connection is all put together, and I'll show you that in a moment. I have it all piped in. But what I need to do now is I need to be able to connect my flex hose to that line, because this is the hose that connects all of my portable machines. So what they make is they make a screw-on adapter that goes into this hose. Now, it goes on tough, but it will go in there. But what you want to keep in mind is this adapter has a male connection to it, male end. Remember, and I've stated this in my other videos, your male end always goes with the airflow. So it's going to go towards the dust collection system. So wherever my processor is, however the suction's going, I want the male end to follow that, or to push that through. So this, and it has the magnets on it. So let's connect this to the flex hose, and this is not an easy thing, but you don't want it easy. And you want to turn it the right way. And that's going to turn in there. Now this is a Dust Right flex hose that I have. I want to connect, there we go. And it's a 4-inch hose, and that connects on there really tight. So I like that. That's not going anywhere. So let's take this over and show you how I've connected it and what I've done on the other end in order for this to connect to that line coming through. So, okay folks, so we all started at the beginning of this video. If you go back to the beginning, you'll see where I have my present blast gate connected to my workbench. So I've changed things up. So I've cleaned off my pipes, and if you notice way up here, so you notice over here, this is my main trunk line. And that trunk line, if you follow it all the way over here to the right, that goes to my table saw and my chop saw. I'm going to replace those blast gates shortly, but I decided to do this one first. All right, so I came down. This has not changed. The only thing that's changed now is I have put this ball gate, or what I call blast gate, right in the middle of that line. It used to be down towards the bottom. It used to be way down here. If you can notice, it used to be down here, but it's up here now, which is fine. It's actually more convenient up there. So what this does is this comes all the way down here to the bottom, and you can already see that I have a hose connected there. Well, what this line does, and will continue to do, is this is always connected to my portable tools. I have my surface planer, my drum sander, my oscillating sander, my router table, all on wheels. So they move around my shop. I only have a 500 square foot shop, so they move around my shop. This line is always connected to those, and it will continue to connect. This is a pretty old line. One of these days I'm going to replace it, but it's a 4-inch line. So what I also have is a vacuum tube, for lack of better terms, that I can vacuum my floor up with. And I have a brush that connects to this that allows me to clean my tools up. I'll show you those in a second and how I've connected them. But let me show you what I've done here. And you saw me connect the line, this line right here. You saw me connect this line to the hose. So this member is the male. So that's connected down here to the line, and that's pointing to my dust system. So what I did with this hose then is, and you can't see it yet, but you will, is I connected a female connection, and that too screws right onto there. Now, where did I take it from? So let me angle up here and you'll see. Sorry for the movement. You will see I have an air cleaner right up there. That magnet connects right to that air cleaner, and it is now out of my way. I have connected, there is a screw-in adapter. Get the right one. This is the screw-in adapter that I'm using, and look, it's a male end. It screws into a small hose attached to my 2.5-inch connector here on my planer, and then I'm going to take this, and that now connects right there to my planer. So I used to have an adapter on there. This adapter was on there, so I've performed nothing different than I've already have, except for the fact that now I have a magnetic connector on there, which makes it easier to connect and disconnect. And this connector, and let me zoom in so you can see it here. I will put the same type of adapter onto my router table, my oscillating sander, and I'll put a 4-inch adapter onto my drum sander because that's a bigger attachment. But they will all now connect to this end on my flex hose. And it screws onto my flex hose. It's a female adapter. It's going to go right into that male adapter over there, and it will continue to perform the same function that it did in the past, but it's a much easier connection to make. So let me zoom out, because I promised you to show you something else. And I know I had referred to this earlier in the video, but I changed my mind today. That's the point that I get to do. So let's see if I can show you this. So this should look familiar to some folks. This is the Dust Right or Rockler brush and handle that they've provided for years, and it works great. So instead of adapting an adapter to it, I put a flex hose on it. I put a male connector on it, and you can see that right there. So I can take my same hose and I can hook up to it, and I can do the same thing with my floor vacuum piece. I'll do the same thing too. I'll put the flex hose on it. I'll screw in the adapter like this so I can make that connection. So when I disconnect this and set that piece aside, you can't see it, but you probably heard it as I snap that back up into my air purifier, and now it's completely out of the way. So let's run through some of the things that I've accomplished with Hose Joy over the past couple days in the shop. I have connected 2 ball valves, one to each of the outlets for my dust processor. And on these ball valves, I can disconnect the hoses very easily. In case there's a clog somewhere, I can do that on both of them. Okay, so this ball valve will connect to my main trunk line, and you've seen that. This one connects only to my joiner. So I've come over here and I've connected my joiner with a flex line here. But what I've also been able to do is now I can take this and disconnect this. And do you remember that brush that I had before? I can now connect this to that brush unit, and I'm able to clean my drill press for the first time easier than I have in the past, just by disconnecting this. Reconnects just that quickly. I know this has been a really long video, and I appreciate those who have hung in to the end. I will link the other videos I've created for this process, the one connected to my dust processor, the one connected to my joiner on the bottom, so that you can see those. I also have a couple shorts that I'll link down there so you can go look at a couple of quick ones. I will put the Hose Joy link down below. I will also put my affiliate link down there. So, and I would appreciate it if you use that affiliate link. That helps pay for some of the processes in my shop. And I will put my discount code there as well. So if you use my link and the discount code, you can save some money on your order with Hose Joy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Hose Joy support folks. They are great. Or you can reach out to me and I can connect you to them as well. But in the meantime, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope this has been informative and that it helps you in your dust collection. And keep making sawdust. And God bless everyone.